Hey, hello, Sister Ann. This is a crazy video, but it's of our home, and today is Monday, August 15th, and I'm going to be going into the hospital sometimes on Wednesday the 17th this morning for an operation. It's a hernia operation. It's really nothing. But I've never, ever had an operation in my life. And I realize, things can happen. And I'm going to write you a letter tomorrow telling you why I think things could happen. But in the meantime, I thought I'd never done this before. And this is not exactly for you, but it's for my family, my kids primarily. There's a couple of my filthy shirts. I'm always working on cars out in my little backyard, which we will take another video tomorrow of that. This is the bedroom I sleep in from time to time. And it's a mess, and I got two TVs. One has a VHS, and the other one has a DVD, and I watch lots of crazy old-fashioned stupid movies, because that's what I like. And that's what I'm all about, basically. Stuff from the 50s, 40s, and a little bit of church stuff. That's what I like. And I'm showing you the house, and this is for the whole family, basically. These are my daughters right here. Andrea would be on the left, Sylvia's on the right. There's Andrea. Yeah. And they're women, and they love that picture. All right. That's an old Christmas gift from many years ago for Sylvia. It's one of the greatest cats we ever owned, ever. Fatso, a.k.a. Pillsbury. It's a long story behind that. 1959 Pontiac. Why would that be there? Pretty cool. Interesting. Flying saucers from outer space. Everybody and anybody that thinks UFOs or flying saucers are real are idiots. And I can prove it. I proved it to myself. And my wife had a whole lot to do with that. I will explain it within this video or the one that follows. Hey! Walking down the hallway. That door there leads to my wife's room. We're not going there. That's the laundry room. It's a bedroom. It's a bathroom. We live in a pretty big house. We did okay. Although the most money I ever made in my life when working on an hourly wage was $9 an hour. Yep. And there's a long story to that. And when I was making $9 an hour, that was in 2018, 19. Yeah, 2018, I was making $9 an hour, which was about minimum wage at the time. All the cats are out, but that's a cat wheel. And we got a little kitten, and she does kind of run on it. We get her going with a string. She'll do a few laps on that thing. She'll get it spinning so fast she gets scared. Yeah. Kitchen, of course. Another living room. Pantry. This living room, when we bought it, this rail has kind of got a drop-down floor. We painted this rail gold, but we stopped in the middle of painting it. It's when we had 3 stores, and we never finished it. And then the gold paint sucked, okay? And finally, years and years went by, and I repainted it white. And I put up that chandelier. Bought that from Sears many years ago when Sears was reputable. This set here actually came from Uijeongbu, Korea. Yes, sir. This here we got from a lady, and I refinished it when her husband passed away. He was a priest, not a Catholic priest, Episcopal. And these little ornaments up here, believe it or not, are all from my mother and father. And they're very old. And that's Wedgwood. That's real Wedgwood. And that piece up there is got to be over 100 years old. And it's like a, you know, a little stem flower vase. It's beautiful. But this room, all this here stuff, I put this up. This room was a wreck. This house was actually a wreck when we bought it. And I put up all, you know, that crown. And I put this stuff up. And did a lot of work. I put this floor in. I did it. Not bragging, but I did it. The cabinets are original, except I painted them all. I put the black lining on them. Got that stove painted. That's original. The oven, I mean. Painted it black to go along with the countertops. Put this in. We replaced this twice. Originally had burners, and then we put in one of these glass tops, and that one went. And we put in another glass top. I've changed the sink out a few times. Finally, this last one, I changed it out. Put in a deep sink, because my wife says, I want a deep sink, and I went along with that. And this refrigerator came from Sears. The ice maker still works. Haha, there's one of those little sneaky people. And this refrigerator, the ice maker still works, came from Sears, and it's got to be, we bought this around 1987. I want to say that. Am I right? No, 1997. Yeah, I messed up. I put that ceiling fan in. We moved in here. We moved into this house in 1995. And yeah, the 15th, as far as I'm concerned, is over. And the 16th is tomorrow, and the 17th, like it says. And so this is for posterity. This is what you'd call the TV room. Got this, believe it or not, from good old Goodwill. We paid like $6 for it. It's huge. It's huge. I mean, it's really, really big. These here shades, these blinds, whatever you want to call them, they came from Sears. We ordered them long ago when Sears was something, and they came in, and husband and wife installed them. That little scroll work you see up there, and all that, I put that all in. This floor, I put it in. Absolutely. These here cases you see all around, we got them from like a Circuit City type place when it went out of business. This whole fireplace thing here, we moved in here. It was so horrible and disgusting and ugly. It was, I can't even explain. Yeah, I just turned 70. But when we put this all in, me and my daughter Andrea, she helped me out doing this. When my wife was visiting overseas, Korea, I put in the whole new front, the fireplace, all this, the ceramic tile, the wood, and the picture frame, and the little molding you see, and so on. It came out pretty good. I wish I had a before picture. I can't explain it except it had all these big shells in it, and spiders would live in the shells. Hey, you. Oh, I know I'm missing a lot of stuff. This here bookcase. A lot of these books are my wife's books. She's an avid reader. I mean, she just reads and reads and reads and reads and reads and reads. She never stops reading. It's like crazy, but she says she can't remember anything. What the hell's going on? This is one of my daughter's lists she made long ago of to-dos and not to-dos. Don't mess with the comics. Don't look at the posters. Don't push or press the buttons, something like that. Don't go in and out. Don't turn on the Geo Safari and so on. It's hilarious. They were little kids and they had to live in the store, and we set up a back room for them. Up there's a sled I picked up in Weymouth, Massachusetts. I found it in the trash. I had one exactly like it when I was a little kid. That owl is actually from Cape Cod. They're pretty famous in their own way. My mother bought that probably around 1962, I'm gonna guess. Those pictures up there are a sunrise or sunset, I'm not sure which, from Arizona that my wife did. Okay. That's an antique from my mom. Same with that. That's out of Cape Cod. Again, my mom was into, this stuff. This is stuff we picked up, me and my wife. Come on, you little crazy cat. She is crazy tonight, but she always is. Yeah, Bing Crosby. I picked that up the same time I picked up the sled up in South Weymouth, Mass. These candlesticks are pewter. They were gifts to my mother and father when they got married in 1944. Believe it or not, October 31st of 44, they got married. This is a very old set of kids' encyclopedias. I'm sorry the lighting isn't that good. That came out of my mother and father's house, but it was originally my father's grandparents. My father's grandparents, his father, he got injured and he retired from the railroad back around, I don't know, 1900. And he opened up a used furniture antique shop. And that same with that little swan thing and the Wedgwood. It all came from my grandparents. And you will see a picture of them before you know it. Okay, we are in what we call the middle bedroom, and you're going to see a lot of photographs of people, and the people that watch this know who they are, and that's good enough for me. And a whole lot of stuff in here is old and new and everything in between that came from Cape Cod. The little teapot, I guess you could call it. Now that is a great picture, is it not? Wow. Every time I look at that, I feel so proud in my heart. It's just so fantastic. Shouldn't feel proud like that, but you should too at the same time. They get so confused. You don't know what to do. Look at that old ugly guy in there. Oh my God. Got two beautiful daughters and a beautiful wife. No, nowadays in the United States, everybody picks up trophies. You can't help it. But, my kids did win some. And they were big time into, they were swimmers. We put them into the YMCA. And that's a picture of one of those little kids, and that's Rome. And that's one of the other little kids getting married. And they went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I never went to any of these places. They wouldn't allow me to. But I did go to Korea, and I met her, and that's a long time ago. Got the Red Sox shirt on. I still am a Red Sox fan. Ted Williams is my favorite baseball player forever and ever, for many reasons, but the biggest reason he's my favorite player is because not he was on the Red Sox team, but because he served in World War II and the Korean War. He gave up like 4 seasons, maybe even 5. In his most productive years, and he missed so many home runs and hits, and it's just incredible. He was the greatest baseball player that ever lived, and he served his country, and he was a fighter pilot, and he got shot down in Korea. And when he finally returned to the United States, he got back to the United States, he had pneumonia. And that's another gift, not a gift, a thing that my mother had. And we're about out of time, but that is Madame Chappelle. Charpentier, and her children. And I don't think I'm related to her. And that is from Korea also. And there's a whole quick glimpse of some more stuff. We got TVs all over the place. All old though.